Here's the question. When is the right time to buy? Or when is the best time to buy our first home? When is the best time to buy our first home? A lot of you first-time home buyers are asking why you should not wait for the interest rate to go down and buy now. Isn't it a very interesting question? Why should we not wait for the interest to go down? Well, most of us first-time home buyers, we always watch where prices are going. What interest rate are we getting? We want to buy at the lowest possible price and at the lowest possible interest rates. Because we, of course, don't want to be in a mortgage for a long time and then paying too much interest, right? That's how we are. And I can understand that. But here's the thing. When the interest rate is going up, most of the time, the market is getting slower. Of course, most home buyers hold their horses and they don't want to buy during this time. Of course, who will gonna buy when the interest rate is high? But think about it for a second. The market is getting slower. There is an opportunity to negotiate for the house that you like. When we are talking about the mortgage terms, we talk about the 5 years fixed. And we as first-time home buyers are so scared to be tied in that long period of time where we are paying high interest, right? But here's the thing. There's a good news there. If you buy a house during this time, you can negotiate on price. That's number one. You might find a motivated seller that can help work out with you. I would suggest negotiate on a term which is favoring you. What does that mean? You don't really have to get the 5 years fixed term. You can say, okay, can I get like a 2-year term fixed or a 1-year term fixed? Maybe after a year or two, then you can refinance or you can renew your mortgage at a lower rate. Isn't it an opportunity? But first-time home buyers, they don't see it. Those kind of opportunities, it's hard to see when you are buying your first home. And maybe majority of us will not even think that can be possible because the default on mortgage is always 5 years. I can attest to that because my buyers, when they come to me for orientation, they're gonna say, oh, it must be 5 years because that's what they said. But yes, it is the default, but you cannot negotiate. Remember that. And the majority of Winnipeg areas, home prices are pretty steady. Where unlike other big cities where the prices are going up, going down, going up, going down, where Winnipeg is somehow different because our prices here, I'm not saying 100%, but majority of the areas in Winnipeg, prices is steadily going up, which is a good news. Now, you feel so bad because you waited so long. You feel like the prices is already up there and then the interest rate is too high. So, will you be buying or you will still be waiting? You are setting yourself for failure in that kind of mindset. I believe you just face the reality. Prices are going up and move forward. What is your best thing to do? And of course, as I said, prices in Winnipeg is steadily going up. So if you're a first-time home buyer and you want to buy, if you're pre-qualified and you're ready, do it now. Don't wait. Okay? Buy now and wait. Because there's no way but up. That's where we are in Winnipeg. Avoid those waiting games that will lead us to not really in a good position, especially you are buying your first home for your family. Just be wise, okay? If you already know that it will benefit you and your family, that you buy a place instead of renting, then no more waiting, okay? Understand this. The more we wait, the more we will not go anywhere. I will always suggest that you start taking this matter seriously. You, your spouse, and your whole family. So, would you like to know some tips on how you can find deals in this type of market? Of course, I'm gonna share with you some of the tips about buying regardless of what the market is doing. So are you ready? Here's one. When you are thinking about buying, the first thing is to decide where is your preferred location. Okay, again, you don't want to be the first time home buyer that is looking everywhere. You will not find one. Honestly telling you that. You have to narrow down your searches. In doing so, you will find something interesting about houses in those neighborhoods, and then the familiarity of what's going on there, what is the market price going, especially if you're working with your buyer agent that is helping you out. You can talk about this particular area where you would want to settle. So what is the comparables in that neighborhood, and you will find houses that are sitting in the market for quite some time, and you're gonna find motivated sellers, and maybe the house condition is not as what you preferred, but there is a possibility. So in that note, you can take advantage of the opportunity. Call it a missed opportunity, because most buyers right now are looking for houses that are ready to move. Sometimes there are houses that are being left on the market, but it has a good potential. So those opportunities available, and we just have to spot that. If you're very focused on the location that you would want to buy, then you can find that opportunity. But if your eyes is all over the place, you cannot, okay? Focus on your preferred location, and you for sure will find one. I will create a video about location. We'll discuss more about this, and watch out for that video. We have tons of financing options. You have pre-qualifications, right? You got your paperwork submitted to the bank. Great news, you're ready. There is a range that the bank will gonna provide you. Okay, you are pre-approved for this amount. When buying a house and you find some deals in your preferred neighborhood, there are situations where you will need to do a little things or upgrade a little bit. Financial institutions pre-qualified you, and they are very open to do business with you. Always remember that. They're at your service. First-time home buyers, you're given this opportunity, okay? So you can ask your bank about mortgage plus improvements. Meaning, if you will gonna find a house that will need some upgrades, you can buy that house and then ask some funds from the bank for whatever improvements you would want to make. So you will not end up just buying that house and spend renovations out of pocket. That can be settled, okay, by just asking your financial institutions, can I get an improvement being part of my mortgage? You're gonna be surprised, and they're gonna say yes, okay? So that's an opportunity for you. So you don't really have to buy a house that is already improved or already renovated. There is an opportunity for you to find a house that you yourself can do your own upgrades if you want. So that's an opportunity that you don't want to miss out. And then again, some of the tips that is available for you is you have the power to negotiate when you're buying a house. But sometimes it's hard to exercise that negotiation power when there are too many buyers for a single property. It means that you like it and somebody else's likes it too. So what happens if that's gonna be the case? So of course, there will be 2 or more offers that the seller will gonna receive. But there are houses that you can still buy and exercise your negotiation power. There are houses that are sitting in the market and the sellers are willing to come into an agreement and negotiate on price, negotiate on your terms, and negotiate on your conditions. So if you are not rushing the process of buying and you are taking your time and understanding what's going on in the market, you will not have that kind of frustrations of just get me that house. Always have that patience and have that understanding that there is a right place for you and your family. Just have that persistence of finding the best place for you. Okay, it's there. You only need one. While waiting for the right property for your family, keep on that attitude of saving your money. And of course, please focus on your plan buying your first home. Don't ever getting into a trap of buying a car or making an additional loans or credit purchases that can affect your pre-approval. Don't go that route and have that patience in waiting for until you find your first home. What would fit your family? So again, the question is, when is the right time to buy? My answer to this question is this. When you start asking yourself, when is the right time to buy? It means now. So get yourself ready and understand that it is important for you and your family to start your home ownership journey. And in my next video, we're gonna discuss about budget. I'll see you there.